This shot was one that I invented. Now, it's based off of the original Ricochet, which is one of the cards that comes in the Kaponk RIP set. Now, it's a tiny bit different, but the goal is to bounce the ball in the opposite direction so it bounces off the floor, off the wall, off the backboard, and into the cup. This shot was absolutely flawless, and that's why coming in at spot number 10 is Ricochet 2.0. Coming in spot number 9 is a pretty cool shot. The goal was to bounce the ball off the counter, off the mirror, off the wall, and then into the cup. Now, it was a pretty cool shot, so that's why coming in at spot number 9 is the doozy. Now, usually we have to brainstorm ideas for our shots, and then we have to practice them before we start filming. But for this one, we decided to just skip all that and get right to the shooting. So Tyler got the idea to just take a couple shots without the camera filming, and turns out he got it. So we decided to replicate the shot again and put it on camera. We decided after that it would be featured in this video, and that's why coming in at spot number 8 is Bedhead.
Oh!
Spot number 7 is one of my personal favorites. Now, the goal was to bounce the ball off the floor, off the bottom of the computer desk, off the floor again, and then into the cup. Now, this was one of my favorites once again, and that's why giving spot number 7 goes to Over the Under. I think this shot was one of Tyler's favorites. The goal here was to bounce the ball off the ceiling, off the back of the cabinet, and into the cup. But it was extremely difficult, so we decided to just get rid of the cabinet, bounce the ball off the floor, over the toilet, and into the cup. What happened was well worth it, because it only took a couple tries, and that's why coming in at shot number 6 is Sodium Chloride. Filming?
Mm-hmm.
Shot number 5 was my idea, but it was decided that Tyler was going to be the one to make the shot. So I stood behind the camera, and the goal here was to sit beneath the board, bounce the ball off the top, off the back wall, and down the stairs into the cup. It was a pretty cool shot, and that's why coming in at spot number 5 is Low Rider. Shot number 4 actually happened a few days ago at the beginning of the week, but it still was in week 2, so it is given a spot in this video. Now, the goal here was when Tyler thought it would be really cool to bounce the ball off the toilet, off the wall, off the counter, into the cup. Now, it didn't really happen, so we thought we'd improvise the shot a little bit. So instead of bouncing the ball off the toilet, off the wall, off the counter, and into the cup, it would be even better if we could bounce the ball off the toilet, off the wall, off the back of the sink, off the faucet, and then into the cup. It was extremely worth it, because that's why coming in at shot number 4 is Bouncing Betty.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Coming in at shot number 3 is one of my favorites. I thought it would be a good idea to set a chair up, maybe a couple books, box, and the Kaponk cup, bounce it off the chair and see what would happen. Now what happened is really cool. Check this out. This is given slot number 3, and this shot is called Celsius. think we've all had those days where we were playing video games and all of a sudden we lose interest and become bored. This was one of those days. Couldn't go outside because it was pouring outside, so I decided, hey, why not play some Kapong? So I started in the upstairs bathroom, and the goal was to bounce the ball off the windowsill into the cup. But what happened was extraordinary. This is why coming in at shot number 2 is Rainy Day. Now you've seen the other 9 shots, but just wait until you see this one, because this one tops all of the other ones by far, because it is simply the best out of all of them we have shot this week. This one was Tyler's shot, and I think he enjoyed it a lot, because it was his idea to bounce the ball off the board and off the wall